I'm going to be reviewing a Beyond Scared Straight show, which I'm going to get into why I don't believe in it and why it really doesn't work. But we're going to do that right after I get started. Please, if you haven't checked out our member programs on Patreon and YouTube, and please subscribe. I usually don't ask that, but please subscribe. We're trying to build up a great audience so we can make change in this world. Now, let me get into this video. I watched this video. First of all, Beyond Scared Straight's a show that came out in the 70s. A show came out called Scared Straight, and it's the same premise as the show.
One.
I saw.
Oh wow! Come on.
This one, it's called Beyond Straight. It's funny and epic moments.
Yeah.
I don't see anything funny about this fucking thing. Nothing.
There's nothing funny about being
put
away.
Put that up
I
there.
agree.
There's nothing funny about this. What they do to these young kids. You're going to see it here, and I'm going to explain why it doesn't work in more detail. And we're going to go over this.
Dude, I can feel your heart beating through your shirt. Are you scared? Okay. Well, why is your heart pounding like a little girl? I can't kill me. It makes no sense. Anybody can kill you. You can slip and fall in a banana peel.
This has to be a jail. They got the sheriffs running it. It's not a prison where you see DOC, Department of Corrections, whether it's a state or feds or Bureau of Prisons. So this is sheriff, so this is a county jail.
You can get in a car wreck. You can fall off a bridge.
You could have an aneurysm on the toilet. You never know.
That fucking jerk off. You're gonna have an aneurysm on the toilet. Look at that. Oh, boy, I ripped myself up and say these guys. Now, what good is this guy doing? I know he's looking at him saying these cops are jerk offs or dicks. Obviously, you know, you get rapport with people. You get into their heads in a little better way, and it's not this way.
I'm Tony, a.k.a. Pebbles. I've got 14 years prison time.
Now, Pebbles, this one kind of made me laugh because I remember we had a Princess, and, you know, Princess was one with the black hair with a ponytail, and then we had a Goldie. Goldie was a black transvestite, or whatever you want to call her, looked as a woman. She actually used to clean my cell. I'd pay her to clean my cell, do my laundry, all that kind of stuff. That's what you do in prison. I'll tell you what, though, out of all this shit I'm seeing, those are the people you better be scared of. Because I watched a punk, is what they call them. I don't like the derogatory word, but that's what they use. I watched them put a Snicker bar in an olive oil in water and then boil it and throw it in a dude's face, and it all stuck to his face. The caramel stuck to his. They had a medevac to do that. The screams were horrendous. So those are the motherfuckers.
That's no joke.
Why you here?
Still a car.
Still in car.
Dealing a car.
People work too hard for their money for some little Rudy Poo punk like you to go and break their and take their car. What you here for?
Smoking, being disrespectful.
Smoking. Have this pot full of crackheads.
Not me, girl.
I didn't say you.
This pod full of crackheads. In county jails, that is true. You're not going to see that in federal penitentiaries. Usually they're bigger crimes than crackheads. They're the dealers, they're the murderers, they're the mobsters, they're gang members. It's a whole different animal in a federal penitentiary.
Take them off, both off. Give me those shoes. Give me those shoes. Take them off. Take them off. Take off those shoes right.
I just talked about taking my shoes off when I was arrested because I had good sneakers and I took off the shitty sneakers because I do know you're fighting. You're going to fight anyway, but why lose them? So you're fighting. And they also put them in the back and they give you the fucking Bobo sneakers in prison until you can buy what they have.
Give me those shoes before I take them off. So y'all twins? I'm a twin too. I got an identical twin brother. He's locked up too. Let me get those.
I want my shoes.
You got your fist balled up? I'm not scared. So you tough?
These kids have anger management issues. Anger management issues. I don't like these shows, period. End of story. I don't believe in them. I think they're counterproductive. I think they're...
She said he doesn't like he don't like these shows. I wonder if he sees. I doubt if he'll see this. I wonder if he ever seen he's probably seen the original Scared Straight. But if you ever seen 99, because they were screaming and yelling, but not all of them were screaming and yelling. I wonder if he's seen that one, because 99 was rough. Ooh, boy.
Hurting our young people as well. Now, we need reality. That's what I do, reality check. Because I gave it straight. I don't sugarcoat shit, that's for sure. You all know me. But I don't need to fucking come in your face and like I'm gonna beat up a fucking 13-year-old. Yeah, it's just stupid. It does not work. And they get these guys, and when I'm looking at some of these sentences, you're gonna laugh. What is he in for? A check fraud? Get the fuck out of here, tough guy now. Because he's in fucking being in, they ask him to do this shit because he's a black guy or he's a big guy or whatever the fuck it is. That's all bullshit. Let him come to the penitentiary and we'll see. There was one dude who was a first degree murder dude, who, you know, they had participated. I mean, I can't see me doing that. Can you mean? I'd snap. What happens if I fucking snapped and really hurt somebody? I mean, you can't
that's bad business there.
Being disrespectful towards my parents, fighting my mom. Your mom says you whoop her ass. Who does that? Who does that?
That cop, the way he's talking, I like it, this guy, this deputy. He's right. Who hits their mom? I mean, come on, guys. If you're out there and you have an anger problem and you're doing shit like that, check yourself. You'd be surprised with how much your parents love. The only two people you're going to ever call when you're in trouble is going to be your parents. Trust me on that.
She's tougher than she looks.
Oh, this guy says she's tougher than she looks.
He is only 12.
12.
And, depending on maturity level, some of these kids don't even understand the consequences of bad choices. At about 11, they do. This is a little bit different.
I've gotten into physical altercations with my parents, and I'm disrespectful.
This one a little shocked me because they're letting the guys put their hands on these kids, and they're letting that happen. That's usually rare, unless I'm sure the parents had to sign something. But at what is enough? You know, does he drop him on his head? Does he snap? You know, I don't know about this because he's a county jail people. They're usually either getting out, going to trial, doing something like that, and they don't have the major charges. You know, and Beyond Scared Straight, as we're watching, if you typed in BeyondScaredStraight.com in the browser, not Google, goes to my website, because I own that website, actually.
I want you to hold this for me. Here, hold this. This Kool-Aid. We put this on bitches like you. Lick your lips. Now stick your hand in that Kool-Aid. Just stick it in there.
He doing it, too.
Now take your finger and just do this to the bottom.
You know, what he is saying is true. In the penitentiary, they used to actually dye their underwear with Kool-Aid. There's a way to dye them in Kool-Aid.
How about that? Damn.
Stained, and they'd be like kind of an off pink or some shit. And they would dye them with cherry Kool-Aid.
There's no joke in there.
So they used to do that. This is all true here, what he's doing with the packet. I mean, I never see someone make them do that. Obviously, they get to become a woman or whatever it is in prison, and they do what the fuck they want to do.
I kiss you, you orange flavor mother.
My name's Steven, 16. I do home invasions and gamble.
What's wrong with you?
This kid reminded me a lot of me, 16. We did home invasion. I didn't do those, but gambling, big time. Home invasion is a serious crime. It's a real serious crime, home invasion. Especially it's called a robbery of an occupied dwelling. If that place is occupied, that's a major, major crime. You can go away for a lot of time. He's lucky he's a juvenile.
What's wrong with you? You want to see what I did all day, every day? You want to welcome to the house and tear this cell floor? Maximum security. You want to fight me?
Get on the floor. Push up. Push up.
You heard? Stop. You better not stop. You better.
I'm watching him do these push-ups, and I got to get back in shape. I used to do fucking crazy amounts of that shit. So I do got to get back in shape on that, guys.
You know T.I.? Huh? For real? So why you got your hair cut like that?
I wanted instead of 50 cents, I think it's about a nickel. What do you think?
Yeah, I like this cop and this guy. They sound like jerk-offs. Oh, he's 50 cents. No, he's a 3 cent. Stop your I mean, this one made me fucking laugh.
Yeah, 3 cents, right?
Why you disrespecting your mom? Like an pregnant. What if you lost your mom? What if you ain't have no mom?
Let me tell you, the women sometimes are better than men. I'm telling you.
They're rough in there. The women will beat your ass. They're rough. They don't play in there.
Are you there? Turn around!
You know, these kids are so good on computers and everything else. They know what to expect during this shit. That's why you're going to see some of them push back. And they know these guys can't really hurt them. They get sued and all that kind of shit. The only thing I say is that what do you do if a guy like me or a guy does life, he snaps? You give him another life sentence? You brought this kid in here? I'm mental as it is? That's crazy. But they don't go bring these guys to penitentiaries. They bring them to county jails or something like that.
You give me a hard time about everything. You don't want to do the
Kid's like 8 years old.
Look at this kid.
What you doing in there?
This kid looks like Come on. I mean,
The hell you
having this
been
kid
doing?
in here, you could scar him for life. You really could.
You don't want to do yard work, and I just want you to stay here just for a little while.
So we keep.
No.
Come on.
It's fucking stupid as hell. This kind of gets me mad about these things, and they think they're doing good. He's such a kid. He's so immature. He's probably got some issues going on, obviously.
Jail is a bad place to be in because it kind of smells funny.
I like what he said there. Jail smells funny. It's not just the smells. It does. There is an odor to it. There's a human odor, whether it's people being locked up all together all the time. So there is an odor to it. Never thought about that till he said that.
What's up? You like to fight, homie? That's what you like to do, huh? You little bitch. You's a bitch, homie. You's a Pop-Tart. I see right through you, homie.
Look at this. Domestic violence awaiting sentence. Carnell, 27. Okay, what's his big fucking charge? Domestic violence. Beat up a girl? This is the fucking guy I don't like. This kind of stuff that they have these guys yelling at these kids. He's right about the kids. Not every kid who comes to prison thinks they're tough. And they're not. That is all true. But, I don't like them going in their faces like that. I just think that's wrong.
I want these kids to know, right now they got a chance.
He does have a good, about wanting these kids to have a chance at this age. He's right about that. Give him that.
The Pop-Tarts. You Pop-Tart now. You think you hard? Everybody understand what a jumping jack is? I can't hear you.
I think this part was funny, to be honest. I think this part was funny. These girls doing jumping jacks had me fucking rolling.
Exercise, go. Hard, toe, hard, hard, toe, hard, hard, toe, hard.
I think that fucking
That's that
guard
drill
getting off
sergeant
on me,
Kate.
shit. I think he was an ex-Marine drill sergeant.
Yeah, that's that drill sergeant.
What the fuck? These kids know that?
They don't know what you talking.
Whatever.
I can't hear you. So, Zero. Who told you to stop? Who told you to stop? I don't care about your pants. You better make sure they stay up. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Exercise, go.
Let me tell you something. That girl's pants really fall down. These guys are in trouble. That they wanted to discuss with me doing a show
all kind of
called
lawsuits back
Lawton's
there.
Law. This happened all 12 years ago. And it was like, it's not scared straight because I don't believe in yelling in people's faces. I don't believe in threatening them.
Yeah, the
I don't
cursing
think that
them.
works because a lot of
Cussing and
science
screaming
behind
at you
this,
like a
federal
dog.
government, a lot of places will not even discuss scared straight. In fact, I won't either. I don't believe in it so much because if you yell at somebody, and I mean you're in their face, what's the first thing they do? They have two reactions, fight or flight. If you can't beat me, you can try to get out of the situation. So you put up a wall, a total wall, so you're not really accepting the information. Now, if I tell you about a kid who got his ass cut from the top of his anus until his scrotum is was found, you're going to remember that story. Because I'm telling you the story. I'm not just screaming in your face.
Whoa,
Boy.
There's nothing to play with.
Shows.
It ain't no joke in there. They think it's funny.
My name is Brinley. I'm 17. I'm a licensed person.
He says he's nice, but domestic abuse is usually like hitting his mom or hitting somebody in the family, even the dad. Again, I don't believe in that, guys. If that's even you, think about it.
Oh, well, I think he could whoop your father.
No way.
I think he could
I
whoop
don't
his
give a
father.
fuck how bad your parents are if you think they're bad. You never swing on them. Ever.
I'll bite your nose off if you was up in here. So you bring up in here. You want to do something? Make a move. I can't stop your takeoff. And I'm going to crash your landing.
The kid's staying hard.
You punk. You touch me, I'll f you up, man.
Look at this kid.
He raising up.
Fight him. I like this kid. He's got a little heart.
I'll get you.
You better stay in that seat.
Look at that little kid.
You better stay in that
He's got a
damn
little
seat.
heart, that little fucker.
My name's Ethan and I'm 13 and I got in trouble for throwing books at teachers,
Oh, boy.
disrespecting teachers,
13.
cussing out teachers and fighting.
There's so much more to a kid like this, 13, fighting and throwing books at teachers and that. This kid is wanting attention. This kid is wanting so much more. This is not the environment for this kid. You could have lasting effects on a kid like this. You really could. And that's why I don't believe in Beyond Scared Straight or Scared Straight.
Why are you smirking? Don't make me come across this counter.
I don't know.
Why did you smirk at me?
He says he don't know. You can't speak up.
Why are you smirking?
That was funny, because that fucking cop couldn't even get over that fucking counter too good. Did you see his fat ass trying to get up over there? He sure wouldn't have made it in the jewelry robbery business when I used to jump over fucking counters. He could have did that and looked a little better knowing he's on TV, but what the fuck, I get it. You can't do it. But now you're tough to this little fucking poor kid. Come on, guys.
Did you smirk because you think I'm funny? Did you smirk because you think I'm a jackass? How the hell are you going to steal from an old woman?
Go ahead, wipe your little eyes. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
That cop is a dick. That old fucking cop is a dick. You can just tell he's a fucking dick.
They want you. They want you. They're all fighting over you.
You think that's a great thing that, you know, they show. They take the fear away after you do this, too. You know, it's not a right way to go. Everybody, every study in the world says that.
Lay down on the table. Lay down on the table.
He threw his butt on that table.
You gonna see. This still is collated. Guess what? You are officially a dead man walking.
Believe it or not, he's right about that. Young kids come to prison. It's sad, man. Even if they don't get killed, they come out in a bad way. They really do, and that's why I don't want people to go to prison. I think we have to try everything in the book to not let them go. But there comes a time when you do have to go to prison.
Yeah, there was there was a guy. Was it years ago? This guy went in there. They said he picked up something. He wasn't even supposed to be in there. He didn't do it. Somebody lied on him. He did get out, but then he said a month or two later he finished himself because they said they messed him up and beat him up real bad in there. It's not even the prisoner that beat him up bad. It's the cops. They said they beat him bad in there. So they said sometimes the cops beat you worse than the prisoners.
See this?
Crazy.
Let's keep the mice out from eating up everything I got.
You know, what she said right there about the mice eating everything up, I used to get rats too.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
We had under the door about that much.
Them things are about this big.
And the rats, I told you. I used to take a garbage pail. They give you a metal garbage pail. I remember the fucking, I wanted a pet. I wanted a pet rat. So I took a garbage can, I turned it upside down. I took 2 pencils, cut them, and made a notch in each pencil over there. And the rubber is on the floor. And I made them crisscross like this, with a piece of sheet, a little thin piece of sheet tied to one of those pencils, going all the way to my bed. I put a little bait in there, a little peanut butter or something right in there, and I'm waiting for a rat to come in, get the thing. I pull the pencil out, the garbage can goes down. That motherfucker, I mean, are you talking about good? I'd be laying in my bed, tired, waiting. I fucking fall asleep, I get up, the food is gone. It's like they knew I fucking fell asleep. Fucking funny as hell, man. Obviously, there's rodents in these prisons, and they do. I mean, one time, the lock was closed, and I hear, what the fuck? I open the locker, nothing. Close the locker, go back to bed. I get up, I open the locker. A fucking rat jumps on my chest. I'm screaming like a little pussy. Fuck, there's a rat jumped on me, and it ran out, you know? And, fucking guys are here. What happened? What the fuck happened? What happened? Oh, it's funny as shit, to be honest with you. Anyway, you know, the rodents were bred. All the roaches. You used to have to put tissue paper in our ears because the roaches, while you're sleeping, will go in your ear and fucking can fuck you up. And that happened a lot.
Want to live like this? Every day I gotta wash my socks, my underwears in the shower.
What an accent. The shower.
Come on. Huh? I can't.
Why you can't?
Because the door's not open all the way. I'm Seth, I'm 14, and I'm an unruly child. My IQ is 120.
Now, this kid here has got 120 IQ. This kid's a smart kid. The average IQ is probably 100. This kid's 120, which is pretty good.
I like to do parkour.
But as you can see, everybody, he is a kid. He's immature at the core, and you can't accept change. A guy who's not having his brain developed the right way, you could fuck him up doing the shit they do in this show.
Well, you ain't going there. Huh?
Oh, he says that.
He says that.
We gonna find out who's gonna be on the knee.
You don't want to go in there.
He don't want no part. He don't want no parts of that.
Like that is usually manipulated first, then sometimes raped right off. Look at this girl. Watch this, guys. This is good.
I don't know about that.
Took a swing.
You could get your ass
swing
whipped.
at that cop.
Know about
Obviously,
that.
It wasn't too great of a swing. She should have went to the body, but it was fucking funny as hell. And now they're gonna put her.
She
in
tried to
trouble,
take a
of course.
swing.
But the bitch is thinking, just fuck you, motherfucker. Bam! She tried to swing. That was. She didn't try. She did swing, but she didn't hit anybody.
You got something on your mind? You know what you need to do, right? What? Oh! What?
Those loud ones, the guys like that, you're never worried about in prison. The screamers, yellers, banging, playing domino, you're never worried about them. They're all fronting. It's the guys quiet you're worried about.
And if you got a roommate, you gotta watch this man pee while his thing right there in front of your face, like, bro, I don't wanna see your thing, bro.
See what he's saying there? He's trying to teach this kid the right way. This I like. Telling him about shitting with people, jacking off, do whatever the fuck you do. You know, it's a rough thing, man.
It's fucked up being in there.
So you gotta get used to that real quick.
Then when you want on the toilet, you gotta watch on the toilet. You gotta smell his boo-boo.
You don't want to see none of that.
Boo-boo.
He's freaking out.
Ain't no sleeping in the prison. Watch out, boy. Stand up. Come here. Make sure you are. You alright?
You don't even know where he at.
You know where you at?
That kid don't even know where he's at. I mean,
he's all messed. See, this is.
Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
That kid did not give a fuck, and he's just fucking fuck you, really saying whatever he wanted him to say, but it's really saying fuck you.
What state you from?
Playboy Gangsta Crib.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Take the cuffs off.
This guy's real.
60s, huh?
This dude, first degree murder, awaiting trial. That's rough.
Now you tell your mom when you leave here, Mom, I promise you, I won't gangbang again.
I like that guy. Did you see him when he was doing the push-up, talking to the kid that way? That's the way to do it. The yelling and screaming, he could tell some stories about his life is gone, he's murdered, whatever it is. I mean, you can't talk about his case. He was awaiting trial. But his charge was first-degree murder. That doesn't mean he got that. He could have pled out, could have did a lot of things.
You, your mama, and everybody else. How about it? Huh? All your dead relatives, I don't give a... Nobody's gonna make me do eat my thing. I do what the I wanna do. And I'm tired.
That girl's crazy. I'm telling you, the women are crazier than men. Did you see her? That girl was off the charts, man.
One in there, have a seat.
They throwing her in the hole.
Oh, it is gonna work out.
I hope you like what I talked about, but I don't believe in scared straight for a number of reasons. I think you could damage a kid worse. And a lot of studies say that too. I tell some tough stories to kids, very tough. My video, reality check program video, is the real deal. You know, it was raw because I was out. I just was out not long, and the emotions were really there. In that video, it's called the reality check program. It's on my website, and I look at that, and I don't yell, I don't scream, I don't, you don't do that. You don't have to do that. You know, scared straight. They tried it. They showed it don't work. They even have the government won't give you funding. Nobody will give you funding. I'm a believer in this. You see it? I don't believe in bad people. I believe in bad choices.
Okay, that's good. He's got on his shirt.
Psychopaths out there.
And that's a good hat.
For real, most young, especially young people, I believe this right here. That's why I wore this shirt, Dawn. Well, I hope you like this. You know, I don't believe in scared straight. I do want to help young people. I do hear from them a lot, which makes me happy on the channel. Make good choices, man. Don't go to prison. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it.
It's nothing to play with.
Gangster Redemption series. That's all you do. Go in the playlist, listen to the Gangster Redemption series. All right, guys, have a great day. Please make good choices. Live your life. See you soon.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting. Oh, he's got the diamond hat. It's he's not bullshitting. There's no joke in there. And kids come up there laughing. They ain't gonna walk out of there laughing. But if he ever runs across this and sees the replay, Scared Straight 99. Yeah, I know you said he's not into that stuff. He said that stuff is no good, but I want to say like half those kids said I'm never coming back there. Like I know damn well you ain't. But I think 2 came back. One kid just kept being stupid, ended up coming back, and the other guy he got locked up again for something, and he got out. But yeah, most of them didn't come back. He said I'm never coming back here again.